The last major implication of Israel's war with Iran, and it might be the most important, is that 2 days after Israel began its attacks on June 13th, Israel achieved full air dominance over the skies of Iran. And that meant that there was no longer any fear of any surface-to-air missiles. There was no longer any air defenses that could curtail the Israeli activities, and Israel controlled the skies over Tehran. In fact, when Abbas Araghchi, the foreign minister of Iran, wanted to fly to Geneva a few days into the war, he actually had to ask permission from the Israelis to fly his plane through Iranian airspace to get out of Iran to go to Geneva. Israel gained full control of Iranian airspace. A few days ago, Israel's defense minister, Israel Katz, made a statement where he said that Israel's goal is to hold on to this air dominance long term and to operate over Tehran in the same way that Israel currently operates over South Lebanon and over Jabalia. And that's what Yisrael Katz was saying is going to now be the situation over the skies of Tehran. And this is why I said at the beginning of this video that the extent of the damage to the nuclear facilities is actually not that important. Because when people start saying, oh, Iran is going to start rebuilding their ballistic missile capabilities, Iran is going to start rebuilding their air defenses, Iran is going to start rebuilding their nuclear facilities. No, they won't. Because Israel controls the skies above Iran, just as the Israelis do in Lebanon, and just as the Israelis do in the northern part of the Gaza Strip, and I should add, just as the Israelis do in South Syria. If there is any activity on the ground that looks like it's building towards a threat against the Israelis, the Israeli Air Force will deal with it. Israel has already bombed the roads leading to the destroyed or damaged nuclear facilities to prevent the Iranians from being able to access them to try to repair them. That's an example of the Israelis taking care of business from the air to prevent the reconstruction and the repair of the nuclear facilities, the ballistic missile capabilities, and the air defenses in Iran. This Israeli control of Iranian airspace marks a major geopolitical shift. What it means is that no longer is Israel only in Israel with hostile enemies around it that it has to have a plan for defense against. Israel now is in control of the security situation on the ground all across the Middle East. And that's a major geopolitical shift.